Toni Storm made her Smackdown debut with a win over Zelina Vega, using her new Storm 1 finisher, not to be confused with her old Storm 0 finisher. She had only just debuted the new move in NXT against Zoe Stark not too long ago, and it looked great. When she hit Zoe Stark with that move, she learned that move. She got permission from her old trainer, because that was a move that he used to use. And the first time I saw her do it on NXT all those weeks ago, I was like, holy shit, that was an awesome move. It's like a fusion of the Randy Orton backbreaker into a spike DDT when I saw her hit it for the first time. Here, there was no spike DDT. It was more like a backbreaker takeover into an RKO. It's still a great looking finish. Some people were asking why they made her change the name from Storm 0 to Storm 1. Storm 0 is a totally different move. Storm 0 is a Tiger Driver, which is absolutely not what this is. So she'll still use Storm 0, but this is a brand new move. I like this better. This move is a much better finish. But Zelina Vega has now lost every single match that she has been in since returning to SmackDown. She lost her first night back to Liv Morgan. She lost at Money in the Bank. And she lost here. Surely this is surprising to no one. Welcome back. Jimmy Uso, on the other hand, continues to rack up wins. Maybe Zelina should start throwing back shots of Patron and Jägermeister after the shows before she hits the hotel. She'll be women's champion in no time. Jimmy beat Dominic Mysterio with another leverage assist from his brother that the referee did not see, just like how they won the titles in Money in the Bank. They badly botched the finish when Dominic attempted a springboard where Jimmy, I think, was supposed to catch him into a Samoan drop. And that did not happen. Roman Reigns came out to close the show and answer John Cena's challenge, and John Cena was nowhere to be found. You literally could not see him. He never came out. He was there earlier. He came out for the dark match after the show was over. That was his first real match in 18 months. It was Reigns and the Usos against Cena and the Mysterios. But there was no John Cena. Kudos to Roman Reigns for speeding up his cadence to try to steamroll over the fucking what chants the crowd started doing. All of the mindless morons in the crowd back with their stupid what chants. And fuck WWE for encouraging this shit with those tweets they posted last week. Not that they wouldn't have done the chants anyway, but they were actually encouraging this on their social media. I wish I could gather every single one of these people together in a giant pod and fire it directly into the sun, so I'd never have to hear another what chant on a wrestling show as long as I live. But he didn't let it stop him. He said he thought Hollywood would give John a new paint job, but instead it's the same nostalgia act. It's the same thing over and over. And the irony of that statement was not lost on me, and I think it was probably intended, that this is the same thing Roman Reigns was accused of before he turned heel. And even after he turned heel, right now, people say the same thing in some cases, that the tribal chief stuff every week on television with the Usos is the same thing over and over again. But that was the idea because he's a heel. And you're supposed to think that. Hey, you do the same thing. You're being a hypocrite. That's the point. Then came the line of the night. He said it's like using the missionary position. Every single night, over and over again. He compared John Cena to the missionary position. The tribal chief is no fan of missionary position. He likes a little variety in the bedroom. It's probably why he's got 5 kids. That was fucking great. That was a receipt, is what that was. That was a receipt for John Cena absolutely destroying him in 2017 before their last match. The difference in Roman Reigns on the microphone from then to now it's almost startling how much improved he is from that promo battle he had with John Cena 4 years ago. How much more comfortable he is in his own skin now compared to how he was all those years ago, where he was struggling to think of what he should say next. John Cena called him out on it. It was so awful. John Cena made him look so amateur hour in that promo segment. And to see where he was then compared to where he is now, it's like night and day. And being a heel helps. He told Cena he would not be seeing him in the main event of SummerSlam. His answer is no. So they're doing the same angle for the WWE title match and the Universal title match, where both champions reject both challengers. Then to make things interesting, Finn Balor comes out. And he says, well, if you won't accept John Cena's challenge, maybe you'll accept mine. And the fans chanted yes. Roman accepted the challenge. And Finn Balor, the very first Universal Champion, the man who beat Roman Reigns to challenge for the Universal title when he won it the first time, will be meeting him again. Now, they didn't say when. It's not going to be at SummerSlam. I assume this will be a big Smackdown main event, probably in 2 weeks. I would not blow this match off now when Balor could be positioned as a challenger for Reigns in the fall. I think that's a little strange. And he still could be. But it's very strange to me that they would go straight to this match now. I would be saving this for later. But it will be John Cena against Roman Reigns at SummerSlam. They're just trying to make things a little more interesting with this move by taking a little bit of a detour with 4 weeks left to go. You got to try to keep television interesting. This is their way of doing that. At least we'll get a great match out of it. I think Balor and Reigns in the ring is going to be great. I just hope that whatever finish they have in mind, it's not just Reigns either spearing him and pinning him or locking on the guillotine and choking him out. You almost have to have some kind of a fuck finish in this match to, I think, preserve Balor for a program in the fall, assuming that Roman is still the champion, and there's no reason for him not to be. Even if you're of the mindset that John Cena should win. They're not going to have both champions lose at SummerSlam, both heel champions, right? And I certainly don't want to see Goldberg winning the WWE Championship. I don't give a shit if Big E cashes in on him 2 minutes later or not. Bill Goldberg should not be pinning Bobby Lashley. They want to have Big E cash in on Bobby Lashley after he wins? Fine. And that could be the happy moment. But John Cena can't win the championship. John Cena is headed to Europe. As soon as SummerSlam is over, he's flying to Europe to film for a movie. Even if they wanted to put the title on him, they can't. So Roman Reigns will be the Universal Champion going into the fall, as well he should be.